Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, happy, Tuesday. Let me see, today is Tuesday, right? Yeah, today is happy Tuesday, afternoon, everyone. So this is evidently, let's say, October 16th, 2018. So I must admit, it's been like, say, a long time, however, since I've been, been doing a video recording of, this half moon, which is currently outside tonight. Plus the weather, however, is a bit windy. And you can definitely feel, and I can totally feel the breeze of air, especially outside. So apparently I've just spotted, apparently I'm just upstairs. And I'm currently just noticing, this half moon being out here, since I've just spotted about, 7:47 p.m. But to be honest, I'm let's be honest, I've been right now I'm just currently busy trying working on this, working on a brand new sketch on my second sketchbook. So apparently, I'm just trying to be very patient about it while I'm just working on it. Because because to be honest with you, there's absolutely no way on earth I'm gonna try and do a video recording of this half moon immediately, and then, not to get things too confused, and then at the same time trying to work on the sketch, because I know I'm really in a hurry. Because I'm how in the world could this half moon be out here, especially around, especially, it's 7, what time is it, 7, I'm looking at the clock right now, so I think it's 7:49 or 7:50. Either way, I don't know. So I know I didn't necessarily do a video recording on this half moon though, which was a couple of days ago, since I was live streaming uninvited. Then came Miss Pac-Man, and then also all Mega Man games 1 through 6. And this airplane out here is flying really fast. I can totally see it. And it's not necessarily flying slow like it used to since last month. Back in September. So right now I'm looking at this, okay, so let's see. So I'm right now looking at the skies tonight. So there's actually 3 stars out here. And I can clearly see this half moon, which is currently here in the center. But as I was saying, yesterday I was busy working on both sketches on my sketchbook, my second one. And I've only managed I'm almost finished working on almost done working on one of them. Anyway, so I just completed that. So I'm just trying to just taking my time, just working on one artwork sketch on my sketchbook, taking it just one step at a time. So I figured I might as well do this video recording of this half moon, because I know, of course, give or take a few more minutes, later on it'll pretty much rotate directly on the right side, and then after that, sometime about 9 p.m. I'd say about sometime around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. this half moon, on the other hand, will be long gone. Especially out here in the sky, so I figured it was best catch up to it just in time. But man, I'm my God, does it have to show up especially around this afternoon? Man, that's real early. Especially around a most beautiful night like this. And you got a second airplane flying around. So I can't really see that on my camera, but I can clearly see it with my own 2 naked eyes, especially out here. Oh yeah, plus I did notice, there was, a white flying moth that was flying outside. But thank goodness it's officially mosquito-free. Wow, what a relief. Man. Yeah, so I have to apologize for not catching up to this half moon though, since like what, a couple of days ago, since I've been busy, like say what, just live streaming some other games, and since I managed to beat like say well Uninvited, I now know exactly how to play the game anyhow. But on the real, speaking of Uninvited, I had to let me see. But speaking of Uninvited, I know I beat that game, of course, on an NES emulator about 2 years ago, which was in 2016. So apparently what I just did, of course, was that, well, let me see. Speaking about that vault with the passcodes, the one of the passcodes, by trying to unlock that vault, which actually contained, like, say, what a cookie, of course, inside that jar, which was on that Uninvited Nintendo game. Well, the truth is, I actually kind of watched it on YouTube, and then I kind of, like, say, had to, like, well, quickly watch a Uninvited speed run, so that way I can try and like say, well, know exactly what I'm doing just before I got to like say, well, live streaming the game anyway. So I haven't really forgotten about Mega Man. Let me see. So I haven't really forgotten about Mega Man 6 and well, Crystallis. I'll have to like say, well, resume live streaming that on the John NES Emulator Pro professional version app on part 3. It's a good thing I actually got like say, well, the Sword of Water, including like say, well, let's see, the Ring of Water as well too. And there's a third airplane just flying out here, but it's not exactly as fast as the other two. So it's just flying around the left side. But let me see, but earlier I was just watching, like, say, what, watching this anime series, Yu Yu Hakusho, of course. Yusuke Urameshi going up against, like, say, well, a former spirit detective, Sensui. This villain, of course, who apparently had, like, say, what, seven personalities, to be exact. Yes, I was only just watching, like, say, watching some parts of the fight, though. Only on YouTube. Yeah, so that was just earlier. Man, that's 4 airplanes in a row. I'm just noticing a 4th one out here. What in the... Okay, just one question. How many airplanes do these pilots, of course, out here are just basically flying around out here? What's up with that? Same old usual routine. At least the other 2 airplanes were kind of fast, though. Just not super fast out here. Yeah, weather out here is basically like, say, what, a little bit windy. so let me see, let me zoom. Alright, so there's the half moon out here, which you see. Looks a little bit tiny though, doesn't it? Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just looking out here. I thought the weather itself, let's see, because I thought this current weather itself would be like, say, well, you know, okay, let's see, it's basically windy and basically cold out here. Oh yeah, that's right. And speaking of cold, there was something else. I did check on the weather report, and I was actually like, say, well, let's see, I was definitely looking at Denver in Colorado. And much to my own surprise, this is actually the very first time that I actually recently discovered that it's supposed to be like, say, you know, snowing around like, say, well, this month in October. But that's kind of weird though, really. I mean, weird though. Because let me see, because we all, like I said, because the truth is, because I already know full well that you know there's like, say, you know, winter usually arrives like, say, sometime around like, say, well, you know, and during, you know, Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, during the Thanksgiving holiday, you know, like, say, well, in late November, and you know, usually it kind of like, say, you know, arrives like, say, you know, early in December throughout that month, and then, you know, around, especially around like, say, well, a Happy New Year around next year, it'd be like, weather, of course, be like, say, you know, be snowing like all over, you know, around some months. But yeah, but like I said, I was just checking out the weather report, of course, on my phone, Weather Channel. Yeah, so I checked it out, and apparently there was supposed to be like, say, well, some snow happening only in Colorado and Denver. Because I'm like, there's absolutely no way because I'm like, there's absolutely no way on earth, of course, that it would be snowing, especially in October. That's like way too early, though, before November or even December. Because I'm like, there's absolutely no way on earth there should be winter happening in October around this month. My God. So that's the very first time I ever found that out. Yeah, but like I said, but outside here, of course, everything's like, say, you know, peace and quiet. You know, weather is basically like, say, you know, you can definitely feel a total breeze, though. Even out here. Yeah, outside's basically peace and quiet. You can definitely hear, like, say, you know, well, some cars, just revving outside, only from a distance. But yes, I will try and, like, say, well, live stream Mega Man 6 on, let's see, on part 3. And as an added bonus, I will try and, like, say, well, resume streaming by playing Mega Man 7 on the John Super NES game anyway. Because I actually did play, like, say, what, Mega Man 7 on John SNES Emulator Pro just earlier. Since I managed to beat, like, say, what, Junkman, so Burstman is only just the 4th Robot Master I gotta, like, say, well, deal with. So yes, I actually managed to, like, say, well, managed to get used to the controls. And so now that I know that, well, this half moon, of course, usually will eventually, like, say, usually show up around, like, say, well, like every afternoon, sometime around, like, say, what, 7:30 or 7:47 p.m. I'm like, that's like, really early though. Because, yeah, I think it has something to do with the fact, the months, how, like I said, because, let's see, around this current month, here in October, here in 2018. No, let's scratch that. Like I said, in this current month, let's say here in mid-October, since today is what, Tuesday afternoon, October 16, 2018. Yeah, because I have a feeling, let's say, well, this half moon, of course, to which I'm currently looking at outside tonight. Usually it just pops up, of course, around in mid-months, around around the weekdays or even around the weekend. It usually pops up. I think it may have something to do with the fact because, well, the Earth's rotation, though. This planet itself basically rotating around its axis. That might explain the real reason why. I don't know. I'm just trying to make everything else clear and correct. That's all. But like I said, I did promise, of course. I managed to say, well, managed to make it up. Managed to say, well, get to this half moon here just in time. And you got a fifth airplane way out here, and it's way above in the skies tonight. So it's just flying around the left side as usual, even out here. And there it goes. I'm just actually currently looking at it while observing this moon out here. Alright, so let's see. So I'm only just looking at while observing this half moon, I'm just also observing on the right side out here. So there was actually some flying bugs, but I don't think so. Let's see. There are no mosquitoes around. That's definitely good news. Mosquitoes truly hate the cold, but they sure do love, the summer. Ah, what a most beautiful night it is out here. So yes, I haven't forgotten about Crystalis on part 3, so I'll try so like I said, I'm gonna do my best and resume live streaming on that game. And plus, I will try and live stream Mega Man 6 on part 3 when I get a chance to. So let me see, how many stars out here? Okay, I know it. Okay, so let's see. So I count about 3, to which I'm just currently noticing out here. So it must be a 4th one. Yep, and there it is. I can see it from a distance, though. It's just like, say, well, just below the middle of those trees. So let me see. There you are. There's the half moon out here. Yeah, like I said, it's the most beautiful night out here, even with this half moon. So, okay, there it is. This half moon out here looks like it's just basically light blue. So let me just zoom in. So this is exactly the full magnification here, to which I'm just currently observing. So this is what this half moon out here really does look like. It's a good thing, of course, it doesn't fully expand like, say, you know, like a huge puff of a full moon balloon. Well, not a full moon, but a half moon balloon. It cracked me up. In the meantime, let me get right back to what I'm just doing. Then, anyway, though, I gotta resume working on this latest sketch, though, that I'm just currently busy working on. So I haven't forgotten about Mega Man 6 on part 3. So I'll get to all of that as soon as after I'm done working on this. So I just want to take my time, just take it once. So I just wanted to try and, like, say, you know, just take things just one step at a time, though. But in the meantime, happy Tuesday afternoon, everyone. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Be safe and sound out there. And what a most beautiful night out here it is. Because the weather out here is basically, like, say, well, really, it's basically windy, though. You can feel this cool chill of a breeze out here. Breeze of air outside tonight. So, I love y'all. Y'all be good. Be safe and sound out there. Stay tuned, and I will be back, everyone. Oh, yeah. And you got, like, say, well, you know, well, a 6th airplane out here. Wait a minute. There's actually 2 of them, so that makes 7 of them. Man, how many airplanes are here? Especially around this really cool, you know, chilly night. I mean, a most chilly, beautiful night out here. Because I'm only noticing like 2 of them. One's below, so it's just flying, like, say, what, right past those trees out here. Don't worry, it didn't crash land or nothing else like that. It just simply just, like, say, you know, just flew below. So it's just flying around the right side, the 6th airplane. And the 7th airplane out here is, like, from a distance, so it's also flying around the left. So I clearly see it. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. It looks so tiny, but you can clearly see it from a distance right there. Okay. Alright. Stay tuned, everyone. I will be back. Oh, yeah.